So here we are, once again, sailing on the sea, somewhere in the middle of, I think, the Pacific. Yeah, who knows anymore. To our next destination. The sun is shining. It's a nice cool breeze. But what's missing from this picture?
Puzzle!
Puzzles! That's right, puzzles. So here I have kind of a mystery scramble here, and I thank Jessica for holding the iPod camera. Thank you, Jessica.
You're welcome.
So, you got the whole puzzle in there?
Yep.
Excellent, excellent. So what kind of a puzzle is this? Now I'll tell you that I'm obviously on some kind of a cruise ship, and I did a little walkabout with this, and every person who saw this said the same thing. Cool. Which means that this has kind of a universal appeal. So let's dissect and see the best strategy with this. Obviously this is some kind of a cuboid, but what we're left with is we have one layer here. Obviously there's more to that layer, but this is all that's available to me. One layer here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side. So basically this is bandaged down to a 4x4. So although we might not know exactly what this puzzle is yet, I know that I can do 4x4 strategies as part of the solve. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 4 layer strategies, which means I'm going to reduce my centers, reduce my edges, and then solve it as a 3x3 and see where we're at. So I'm going to start off with, say, the orange center here. So I got these 2 centers in. So this is just a matter of reduction. I'm going to find the other orange that can be used. And it's right here. So I'm going to move this down like so. Got the whole thing?
Yep.
Okay. Excellent, Jessica. Excellent. This comes over to, turn it over here. What you see is I'm just getting this center. See this orange center? Jesse?
Yep.
Good.
Well, I don't see it any more.
Right over there. So this
yeah.
is a 4x4 center. Who knows what this puzzle is, but I've got a 4x4 center here. Now I'm going to get the opposite center, which I know is going to be red. So here's 2 here. I'm just going to swing it up. Now I've got to move this back down, so I'm going to double turn this so that this is out of the way, and then swing this back down. Kersplat. Alright, so I've got these 2 in. Now I need to find more red. So here's another red. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm just going to move this into place. Now how am I going to move these 2 reds into this position without destroying this? Well, this is part of the 4x4 center reductive strategy. What I'm going to do is take this, bump it out of the way. You're getting the whole puzzle? You're awesome, Jesse. I've got this here, and I'm going to take this slice here and move it down. Bing! Which takes this out, but that's okay. That's right, Evan, bing. Turn it over here, and then take this and en masse move this up like thus. So as such, I've now reduced both centers. So now notice, I could have put this anywhere. In an even layer parity, I could actually put these centers anywhere I want. I have complete choice in where I do that. Okay, so now I can pick any random center to put in. Let's see, I might as well do the green next. I'm going to take this green, line it up here. So I've got these 2 over here. Now I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to put the other 2 greens into this spot. I've got one over here, and now perspective is an issue here. Where are my centers? Not this, because this is bandaged over here. The only non-bandaged parts are my 4x4 areas. So I've got this. I'm going to take this guy and casually move him to here. Whoop! But he's not lined up. So I'm going to go for splat. So again, this is 4-layer reductive strategy. Now I've got this here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up these greens and plop it right over here. So now I have this all in. The way that I tell what's supposed to go where is it's the 4x4 areas that are not bandaged at all. So now I've got these. So what goes over here? Well, it could be anything. So as I don't have memorized where things are at, I'm going to use corners to guide me. I have this orange bound up with this center, so now I'm going to line up the green, and this tells me that yellow is next. I've already got 2 into here, so I'm going to try to find the other yellows. I've got 1 here, I'll line it up with this guy over here. So I'm just going to move this across here, move this here to line it up. Now that batted this green out of the way, so to get it back, I simply move this out of the way, and I move back that which I took out. So this is back in here. So now I've got these two here. And now what I want to do is move this to here without destroying this. So I move this out, which temporarily takes the green out. Take this, move it twice, and then go splat. So now this yellow is in. So now I've got the last two centers. And luckily I've got two lined up here and here. The one that's opposite green is blue. So I need to just move this in over here. Move this across. Take this. Move this into place over here. It's kind of like I'm throwing out a net to catch these two blues. Put this out here. Bring it in. So basically what I have is I have coordinated the puzzle. I've got all the centers solved of a straight, strict 4x4. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the 4x4 reductive strategy by reducing the edges. And what I like about 4x4 is it doesn't become cumbersome. So this green and white is available to me to be reduced. We have the centers done. We're going to do edge reduction. Here's a green and white. I think that's where we left it off last time. Show them where we're at, Noah.
We are at an island.
Yes, I think that's Mexico. That's Cozumel, right?
Yep, it's Cosmo.
Cozumel. All right, back to the puzzle. So we were looking for the other green, which is right here, but this is the wrong edge, as we were saying. Looking for the other green and white, which is probably right in front of me somewhere. Ah, here it is. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to move this into here, the green and white, green and white. We're going to be sacrificing this over here. So as you can see, we're going to take this. This is our center point. Move this down to line up with this. Then we're going to move it to the side. Now this is strict 4x4 strategy. This whole thing has to move because everything else is bandaged. This moves down, across, and up. And you can see this is it. We're going to keep doing that as we're doing edge reduction. Hey, Noah, do you want to walk around with this?
Yeah, let's walk around with it.
Yeah, let's walk around with this.
Solved it once.
Solve it once. I don't know if I can repeat it, though.
That is like a Rubik's Cube on steroids.
On steroids, yes. Have a good day, thanks.
That's a Rubik's Cube I've never seen before.
Yes. Nobody's ever seen this. This is
What's that, a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, on steroids. It's supposed to help the plane ride go by.
Well, because it's going to take you 3 hours to
At least.
solve it. My God. You know, it was Rubik's birthday just recently. My girlfriend is from Hungary.
Really?
She gave it to me. Signature, of course. I haven't got patience for that.
Probably
Anyway.
worth,
she said the same as me. She said, "Oh, it's for the plane." And my hand was, I'd rather cut my toe off and go through
Right.
trying to resolve that. That looks even harder.
Yeah. This one is it's like a nylon material, three-dimensionally printed. So this is all designed in the computer.
Good luck with it.
2 of them in the world. So.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You got one of them.
Don't break it. Maybe. Well, that's tempting.
So, have you done it? No.
I've solved it once.
One?
Without the use of a screwdriver.
Oh, okay.
Just by twisting. Alright, so picking it up from here, after going on a little walkabout, introducing these puzzles to people who've never seen anything like it before. How do people always respond, Noah, to puzzles like this?
Good.
They respond good. So this blue and red will come over to here, sacrificing this. So we pull it down here so that this is in. We then take this chunk over to here, this layer here, to move this into position, down and up. Now if you know how to solve...
Hi guys!
If you know, we're pulling away from Mexico. If you know how to solve a 4x4, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, just enjoy the show. Anyway, this guy is all set up to come down to here, if you can see that. And so we're going to sacrifice this, so this is put at the same level as this guy here to be brought down to here. So we move it down so that these start together. Blast it out of the way. Move this other one into position. Bring it in. And then now this will move up with this one over here. So I'm just going to keep following. So actually these two are right next to each other, so I can do these guys. Move this into position down here. Put it across. So this is just edge reduction, and again, this is just for the purposes of doing the 4x4 solve to see if I can free this up, because those are the only moves that are unbandaged and the only moves that are available to me. So bring this down and go splat. Clink, clank, and up we go. Up we go. Okay, so far so good.
There's Mexico.
There's Mexico. Green and red. Green and red. Green and red. Find me a green and red to use right over here. So move this in here. And again, I know that this is the right green and red. If it's off here, it's off the 4x4 center. This is on it, so I know it can be used. This one can be used as it's not been put in yet, so this is placed. Bump this out of the way. Move this down. Bump it back. Move it up. For a three-dimensionally printed puzzle, moves really, really good. Put this here. Green and orange. Move that down for the green and orange to be fine. Turn this over here. Turn it. This turns here. And then move it up. Okay, now we have white and green. Having fun, Evan?
Yes.
Yes.
We're moving.
We are moving. The boat's moving. How can you tell?
I can see us going away from the
Okay, we're going to put this into position here. This is being expertly shot by Noah. Okay, so this can join this guy over here. To be traded with these edge pieces over here. So we're going to turn this down. So.
I can see us moving.
Moving across, you can, huh? Can you feel the boat moving?
Yeah.
This comes across and this comes up. Nope, doesn't come up. This comes up. This turns like so. Turn, 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 and I should be starting to near the end of this. And this comes up like so. Okay. Now these guys join together, blue and white. So move this over here. This comes across here. And splat. Now this will come down to here to be sacrificed with this. Now we're probably nearing our last two edges. Turn.
I see us moving.
Yeah.
Mom!
Turn, turn, and this comes up. Okay, so basically what we have is all these edges have been reduced, which means that we have ourselves pretty much what can be solved as a 3x3. We've taken our 4-layer and reduced it to a 3x3. That 3x3 solve will be, well, we'll see what kind of a puzzle we have at the end of that. I'm going to put the yellow layer in first. So I'm going to match this with the orange center, ring it up, and voila, there it is. This is already in, so that's good. So I've got all these other layers here that I'm just not dealing with. Bring the screen up, pop this up, bring this down. So I've got this cross that we talk about in the layer by layer approach, the beginner's method. So blue, orange, and yellow. I'm going to turn it in here. So I see this corner's in. I'm ignoring all of this part. We have to hit that later. Red and green, green, red, yellow. So this simply goes splat. And now I'm just putting in the rest of the corners here. This comes into here.
You spin it.
Sorry. Right.
I forgive you.
Thanks, Evan. Hold on. Turn. 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 And up. Turn. 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 So what we have is we have the first 3x3 layer of the 4x4 reduction. So we're continuing with our 3x3 solve. We've got the first layer here, and we're just going to be getting the next layers here too. So we've got the green and red and green. Red and green goes to here. So that algorithm to bring this down to this side here. Again, this is beginner's technique. We're going to do a U, I, L, I, U, L, U, F, UI, FI. And that cleanly pops that into here without affecting this side at all. Again, this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. So this belongs down here too. This is going to come down to here. Same algorithm. And then we can start to see what this puzzle really is. Turn, 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 and down. So we are now in the morning time of our little ship excursion here. This comes down to here. Turn, 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 turn. Goes here and down. So nothing too complicated about this complicated looking puzzle right now, right? Really all I'm doing is a 4x4 reduction with a 3x3 solve. And now one final one here for the middle layer. Turn, turn, turn. Turn. This is just putting it down with that same beginner's method algorithm. Turn. And down we go. Okay, so we've got the middle layer in exactly the way that you would predict a middle layer should be done. So now this top layer with a F, R, U, R, I, U, I, F, I. We've got the line here. F, R, U, R-I, U-I, F-I. So now we have something a little closer to the cross. These two need to be switched, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm just going to get these corners rotated correctly. These two are correct. These two have to be swapped, so we're going to do a corner swap here to our Well, I'm going to keep moving it just off the 4x4 center here. To our U, to our UI, to our UI, D, to our UI, to our U, to R. And magically, everything just got fixed. Again, use the 4x4 method of your choice. So now this is what we've got. This was our initial goal here, to see what we can free up over here. So this is not freed up because we've got this guy hanging out over here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 across this length. 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 4 by 6 by 8. 4 by 6 by 8 cuboid. Or so it appears. So the next part is I want to reduce all of these guys. I want to get these guys in. So how am I going to do that? Well, this one is up. I'd like to move this down, but this is managing that over there. So what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And I can't seem to move this because this is managing it. So what do I do to get these guys down? I only have two. I've got this one and this one. So I could move them across from each other. I could try to Red Bull them down, but I can't because this is blocking it. And I can't move this side because this is blocking it, so this layer isn't freed up. So what do I do? I still move this back. How do we get out of this? What do you guys think? I can't move this layer here because this is blocking it. And I can't move this layer here because this is blocking it. So I can't get at this to try to bring it down.